having a year-long course where one keeps, every week making sure that one is touching into and sustaining this connection to the medicine of the Dharma, allows little by little one to move from this separative consciousness that's always splitting things up into me and you and here and there and what we like and what we don't like, to little by little the recognition that all is resonant within this one heart. And Ekayāna, Eka means one, it means single, and Yana is a vehicle, a pathway that leads back to this unification. And in the process of our course, we touch into all these different essential dimensions of the teachings. The refuge, the practices of calm, the process of reflection, the dimension of recitation and praise and chanting. But all these different elements are actually little by little recognized as part of this one awareness. So Ekayana means that everything keeps returning back to this one mind. And when one has a commitment that can week by week, month by month, sustain this connection with this medicine of the Dharma, it's much more likely for it to be profound.
This course is particularly valuable and important at this time because there's so much that is overwhelming and hard for us to meet, particularly as individuals. And so a part of this course will also be growing Sangha together. We'll be offering meetings twice a month, and one of them will be practice meeting, the other to just check in how it's going, questions and so on. And so this allyship together, rooted in Dharma practice, will help sustain and hopefully support us to commit to a year of Dharma practice together, to commit to returning again and again to the principles of the Dharma, is very much like being in a monastery without walls. It means that we can draw on that deep sense of vow and commitment to stay with something that is nourishing and supportive. And so not only will this course help to bring us into a sense of Sangha, but it will also bring a deeper context, a deeper refuge from which we can draw sustenance, guidance, wise contemplation, and sustained compassion, and the qualities of the heart, the spiritual powers of the heart that we really need to navigate this long curriculum, global curriculum that we're now in, of working towards a more equitable, awakened, compassionate world.
In this Ekayana course, another emphasis, or a primary emphasis, is to reflect on a unity rather than a polarization. Oftentimes, the Theravāda and the Mahāyāna are reflected upon as at odds, and some people say, oh, this is the true teaching, or oh, that's the selfish teaching. And one thing that we really realized over time is that the two traditions are deeply interwoven. That our teachers showed us that the Mahāyāna, the great vehicle that allows the gathering in of all beings, is rooted in this skill, this proficiency, with which are so beautifully highlighted in the classical Theravāda teachings. this efficiency with understanding, suffering, the cause of suffering, touching into the ending of suffering, and that path that leads us out. So we're in the Sacred Mountain Sangha vision, we're really showing the Mahāyāna and the Theravāda, or the so-called northern and southern schools, as being mutually supportive and deeply interwoven rather than at odds with one another.
The fourth module that we're introducing speaks more to bringing this Dharma to this time that we're in. And we want to speak to a Dharma that can really engage to help support not just our own personal navigating the complexity, intensity of what's happening now and the overwhelm of it, but also contribute from this bodhicitta, this compassionate place of where the Dharma leads us to contribute to actually changing the systems that cause oppression, that generate some of the horrors that we've been witnessing. The fourth module we're really excited to look at, and this inquiry, to create an inquiry where we can explore together how do we apply this profound Dharma to this moment of great need where the earth itself is calling us to be present, to be a voice, not only for ourselves but for the voiceless. So that is a new module that we'll be adding to the 3 modules that we've already been working with, the principles, the profound principles over several decades of this course. So this is exciting for us to be able to offer this extra piece. This is a unique synthesis that we've worked with for 3 decades together, in all sorts of different situations. And much of this has been forged on the holy mountains of Umveleni in the Ukuhlamba regions of the southern Drakensberg in KwaZulu-Natal, where we felt like we were living with great spirits and great beings of the mountains to whom we made offerings. So I feel like this synthesis has really grown from the very land of deep, deep power of the Mother Africa, and has informed and in very quiet and small ways over decades, just working with these dharmas and people that come to work with us, very few that we were able to really forge to the place where they become merged and woven together in such a way that they really feel that they belong together. There's these 2 streams, and maybe it's just the mysterious karmic affinities that brought us to this point that we were able to have access to these lineages and work towards making this synthesis. So we're very excited to share that on and to keep seeing how it's not ours, it's just coming through us as a transmission, and you all and next generations will continue to evolve and bring this Dharma to the needs of each time and circumstance that we're in. It's not static. These aren't Dharmas to be fixed in concrete. They're living Dharmas. So be very great privilege to have you with us as we explore this ongoing transmission for all of us of the Dharma that's timeless and also responds to time and place and adapts accordingly.